Good morning. My name is Julia. Welcome back to my channel. I'm a stay-at-home mom to 3 kids, an almost 7-year-old and twin 5-year-olds, and we're a homeschool family. And this past week, I went with my youngest to a library book sale, and it was like one of the days where you could bring a bag and fill it up and just pay $5. So that's what we did, and we filled up one bag. That's all I could really find. It was just I found some good stuff, but there wasn't much else that I could, get from it. So I'm going to start with the middle readers that I found. Obviously, I could read some of these aloud. I don't know if my kids we'll see if they're interested, but right now they don't really fit with their attention span. We're at like Magic Tree House level, like length, Junie B. Jones, that type. That's short enough for them to listen to. But here's what I found. I found Clementine by Sarah Pennypacker. I loved this book as a kid. Ella Enchanted by Gail Carson Levine. I used to love reading her books. This movie too. I loved the movie. I still have it. One of these Dear America books, Across the Wide and Lonesome Prairie, The Oregon Trail Diary of Hattie Campbell from 1847. I read a lot of these. I like the ones about like the princesses from different around the world more than I liked these, but these are good too. So when we get to learning about like the Oregon Trail, this would be a good one to read. Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry by Mildred D. Taylor. Harriet the Spy by Louise Fitzhugh. I used to love this movie with Michelle Trachtenberg and Rosie O'Donnell when I was a kid. Loved it. I wanted to be her. So I never read the book. Super Fudge by Judy Blume. And Mouse and the Motorcycle and Runaway Ralph by Beverly Cleary. The Giver by Lois Lowry. And then we have In Their Own Words, Harriet Tubman by George Sullivan. And Can You Survive the Desert? An interactive survival adventure. 3 pads, 45 choices, 17 endings. I thought they would think that was really cool. And they've got ones like Survive Storm Chasing, Antarctic, Jungle, Titanic, In the Wilderness, The Civil Rights Movement, Life is a Ninja, Life is a Knight. Pretty cool. So those are all the middle readers I was able to grab. There was a lot of it looked like maybe a school had gotten rid of books for the whole class, because there was there would have been 20 of one kind of book. So that's why I was able to get some of these ones, because it was a school had sent in a bunch of them. But I just said that. I am apologize for repeating. So these are all picture books, and they're kind of all just mishmashed because I was finding them from around the house. Some of them are just picture books, and other ones are kind of educational. So this one is Why Mosquitoes Buzz in People's Ears. We used to have this one, and then someone left it out in the rain, and it got really destroyed. So another one. Who has the yellow hat? I just thought it was cute. It's got little flaps. And my daughter was like, what? He never finds his hat? But he does. It's the nest at the end. So this one is The Tale of the Mandarin Duck by Catherine Pearson. The Buck Stops Here. The Presidents of the United States, and this is up to George H.W. And it's like a poem to help you remember the presidents up until George H.W. This is by Alice Robinson, and she was 100 when she did this. I don't know how long this took her, but it was saying in here, she remembers the presidential campaign of 1928. And this was printed in 1992. She was quite old when she did this. Anyway. This looked cool. I'd never heard of it before. But it gives you like art and the things that they did. And bruh, the Truman one. Whoa, that one was like a slap to the face. Boom. Some great choices there. Okay, next book. By Emily Arnold McCulley, The Ballot Box Battle. How Many Days to America? A Thanksgiving Story by Eve Bunting. To the Rescue, written by Mary Ann Creasy. It's just an easy reader. Level J. It's kind of, you know, maybe next year. An all aboard reading book, Snakes by Patricia DeMuth. A DK book, Calm Mindfulness for Kids, Activities to Help You Learn to Live in the Moment. This is a book I had as a kid. The Care and Keeping of You, The Body Book for Girls by American Girl. I got 2 girls. Rivers and Oceans by Barbara Taylor. Geography, Facts, and Experiments. Young Discoveries. Yeah. Rivers and Oceans. I remember reading this in school. Oil Spill by Melvin Berger. Is it Berger or Berger? Forest Fire by Mary Ann Fraser. This is a National Geographic Society book for young explorers. Towns Down Underground. I just liked how it sounds. This obviously was somebody's school book because it says Miss Moss. So piece equals part equals portion. Fractions equals decimals equals percents by Scott Gifford. So this just shows you, like, 3/4 is 75.75 is 75%. So you just know they're all the same. One Tiny Bob book, Buzz, Buzz, Buzz. Raven, A Trickster Tale from the Pacific Northwest by Gerald McDermott. And Helping Our Animal Friends. This is another one of those National Geographic Society books for young children, which we are going to start reading this to go along with our science unit. And then I found these 2 workbooky things, which I'm excited about because they were not used. This first one is from Singapore Math, Level 1, Must Know Word Problems. So I can get because my first grader, she is going through Beast Academy, and she's doing really good in that. But it hasn't done any type of word problems. It's all numbers. So I'm going to add these in every so often to get her to be listening better. Because my whole family needs to work on that, including myself. Because, like I said before, I've said it in a previous video, I have ADHD, and my kids, they probably have similar tendencies, regardless of if they have ADHD or not. They live with me 24/7, so they pick up on my quirks. So, trying to get them to listen, and with word problems, I think that will help with math when I'm doing one-on-one to help her focus. This I was excited to find, and then this is Evan Moore, grades 1 through 3. Take It to Your Seat Literacy Centers for like hanger pockets, folders, and shoe boxes. None of these were used. I used some. I'm cutting some out right now. It's like making folders. So a lot of them are categorizing things or practicing your handwriting, doing compound words, making words, you know, it's stuff like that. Like, you've got antonyms, so you would cut out all these little penguins and you'd have to match up the antonyms and write them on the seat, on the sheet. And like if you were in a school setting, you would have this folder up front and a bunch of these photocopied for kids to do. But I don't have a photocopier. So I might bring it to the library and do that, or I might just use it once. I don't know. So that's what I found at my library book sale. I got all of those in a bag for $5, including a couple, like 3 books for my mom and dad, because she came along too. So yeah, that's what we got. And then that like same week, we got an order we placed. This is not an ad because I placed an order with Honest History because I was very interested in reading them and seeing how they go. So I did like the choose your own pack, and you get it every quarter. I don't know. It's like $35 every quarter for 3 magazines, and they're more like activity books. They are thick. There's some activities in them, stuff for them to write, but these would be nice to keep just as texts. So I got their issue 9, which is the Era of Exploration. Issue 26, The Gift of the Nile, so it's about ancient Egypt. And then issue 23, A Home to Many. This is about the Israel and Palestine Nakba and situation is the lightest term I can talk about. It talks about why all of it is happening, like why it has happened. So I was looking through these, and it might be a little bit apologist to people who live in Israel. Maybe you could be like a decade ago, but not anymore. Now it's a choice to live there, and you're a settler colonizer. But like in the back, there's a coloring page and a word search, and there's a maze. Gives you like timelines. It shows you the Hebrew and the Arabic alphabet, which is awesome. It's got a little comic, you know, vocabulary words. There's a story about, you know, the war of 1967. I'm doing it backwards, sorry. Like here, think it over. They give you some questions and place things where you can write. This is obviously geared towards older kids, but I wanted to start getting things before maybe they got banned and I wouldn't be able to access them. So yeah, like it's giving you lots of, you know, the Oslo Accord #2, some recipes for like hummus, talking about hummus, archaeology, and like the problem with that, where, you know, stuff like this. So it talks about ancient times, and then when Zionism was created, and the first Oslo Accords and stuff like that. This is exactly what I was looking for, to tell my kids about why things are going on. I don't quite like I said, how apologist it is to the state of Israel or the people who live there. In case you don't know, everyone who is a citizen there needs to serve in the IDF. It's compulsory. So they are all complicit. This one is gorgeous too. Like they've got different artists and stuff in them. So this one you'll learn all about ancient Egypt. And in the front of every magazine, there's a featured young historian, like somebody who reads these magazines, and they talk about themselves. But my kids haven't looked at them. I think they'll really enjoy how it looks. It's very interactive. Like, I really want to get the native story, the one about ancient Greece, the one about ancient Africa. Like, it's got lots of good stuff. And I think it's so cool that they give you recipes and art prompts and like brain teasers to help you focus in. So it breaks up just the reading. So it does act like a magazine, but it doesn't feel like a magazine. And it's way more high quality than a magazine would be, is what I'm trying to say. It's very much more like if you bought a workbook, like a curriculum for your kid, that kind of feeling. And the paper is way more thick. I really enjoy this. I don't know if it works for my kids yet because it's a little bit too old for them. In a couple of years, they'll be able to listen to all of this. What I'm saying is it's a resource that I looked into because it's giving me more of a true based history rather than a whitewashed history, which I love. So yeah, a little quick rundown and like overview and my first thoughts on honest history, and then the books I got at the library. So if you enjoyed that video and you stayed till the end, leave a little orange cat emoji for me because I have an orange cat, tabby cat. And like and subscribe if you want to. No pressure. I don't need to. And chat in the box below. Let me know if you guys went to any library sales and got anything good, or if you're trying any new curriculum, or you're looking for things for future so you don't, miss out on anything that we have right now. Let me know, because I'm looking for so many resources that we can use in our homeschool that my kids will be such amazing critical thinkers when they're older. So yeah, thanks again. Bye.